All right, so we checked that camera and there's nothing really on it, does and fawns. No, what I'm really looking for, a couple coyotes. So we're gonna move this camera. We're just gonna take it. We're gonna walk right out in this riverbed. A lot of wild grapes. I would imagine they'd be in here eating these, but there's not even any track in here. All old track, nothing new. So what we're gonna do is relocate this camera on a different run than I seen coming in. That was pretty pummeled. It's easier access. Once this river fills up, I won't have to be crossing it to check the camera. Oh, a track right here. Really, it almost looks like they spent a lot of time right here just stomping around. Everything's dead. Definitely a lot of track. Like a bed inside there. It makes sense. Definitely at the shallowest point of the river. In this section anyways. Yeah, you can see all the track coming in and out of there. No, really, still not what I'm looking for. Just gonna go ahead and walk down. So before, there's really more swamp maples on this section of the river than oaks. It's more swampy and wet over here. Nice for a buck to live when the river's full. You know, he put the river to his back, wind to his nose, he's all set. Like I said, nobody's crossing this when this is full. It's probably 10, 12 feet deep. Hip waders ain't even gonna do it. You know, my main thing is, when I think about hunting deer, I think like a deer. You know, what's safest for me? Where's the best food? Where's the best cover? I said this access road. This is definitely easiest path of resistance with minimal human activity. Monster oak trees loaded with acorns all along this. This is the highest point. You can see this dips down to the river we just came from. This dips way down. They're definitely using this run. You can see all the ferns are pounded down. The walk is from there. Big old mushroom. Can definitely see that this is gonna be wet. You know, this definitely feels a lot more bucky to me than along the river on the other side. Even though it's only like 100 yards away, believe me, it makes a huge difference. You know, most people Nice deer bed. You know, like I said, this area feels a lot more bucky. You can see the run. Look at the run coming in and out of here. Look at that. Coming straight to that bed. Let's spread out a little more. Check this out a little more. Old buck rubs. Small stuff, nothing big. Over there I see cattails. It's definitely a nice area. And here we go, another bed. You know, typically there's hair in them, they're being used quite often, but that is definitely being used, I'll tell you that right now. Buck bed, as you can see, rub, bed. Main access right there, he can see anybody walking down that road. He don't move, he goes unseen. This area is pounded. Now we're getting back more into the swamp maples, which is okay. You know, and here again, when we come up on this side over here to our left, again, that is all river bottom. Deep as well. So what I'm starting to see is I'm piecing it together. This would definitely be a main travel route when that river's full. Right now they'll be using the river, but if I was a buck and I was in these woods, I would live in this general vicinity. Walk up, like I said. If they're bedding over there, they got the river to their back. They're facing the access road. They can see anybody coming in and out. Not even have to move. Just gonna walk down this river a little more, see what's really going on. Yeah, it's just starting to get wet now, which is what bucks love. They love thick, wet, and nasty. And what do you get out of that? You get a thick, nasty rack. All right, what we got here? It's a big chain link fence all out here. You got river all right here. Next down to about 100-yard wide funnel to where these deer are majorly crossing in here on a daily basis. Thick, nasty, swampy. Plenty of food. back up this way. I'm gonna set this camera up over here. Yeah, a lot of tracks. See that run, they're staying just inside this thick cover. Just on the edge of it. Then again, if I was being hunted and I had people chasing me, what would I do? I'd cross the river so they couldn't get me. I'd stay where I could see them. 90% of the time, a big buck's gonna let you walk right by. I've seen it before. I've seen them lay down and hide in thick cover. A lot of historical sign in here as well. Rub wise, and I haven't seen no old scrapes. Looks like another bed right here, small. This is definitely optimal. Got the river right here. They're tucked up in this corner. There's that bed again. I'm willing to bet that it's a doe bed because bucks tend to bed up against something. Fallen tree to their back, low limbs, anything of that factor makes them feel safe. The main access road's there. All right. You can get on the other side of that main access road. You get up in that oak right there. You could watch these deer in their beds. They're gonna mull around all in here for a while before they try to cross that road. In which they're gonna cross the road. They'd rather cross the road than a full river. So they're gonna go this way. We can scratch that oak. That thing's dead as a doornail. But that one there, if you get up in that split, give you a lot of nice cover. If you're in between the split, so I think these deer are doing, they're coming out of there. Continuing right down here. Now it gets real tight in between this fence and this thick river's right there. You know, any obstacle like this, I put in the equation. And that's why I put it in the equation. Because any obstacle, a deer will go to it. They will funnel down the side of it, no matter the circumstance. They're curious animals. Now this will make a buck feel real safe as well. All thick down pine trees. Gives them optimal cover. I'll walk in here a little bit and I'm gonna set this camera up. See what we got funneling through here. You can see, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but the ground is just pounded with punch marks. And then again, river's still there. You got that fence funneling these animals directly this way. They have no choice. I really like this in here. Nice diversity change. You can see it. A thick cover to open pines. White oaks over here. I definitely think we're gonna set up a camera here. I like this a lot. Tuck a stand away up in the crotch of that pine. You can shoot to the other side of the river. This looks good. We're gonna set the camera here.